Hey guys, this is Jacques from MakuluLinux, and I want to spend just a little bit on talking about the new MakuluConstructor project that I'm currently working on. A lot of people are asking me questions about it, and they obviously have seen a couple of the videos that I've put out and so forth. So I want to explain what exactly MakuluConstructor is, what it does, and how useful it actually is to whoever wants to use it. So the tool is basically used to take your existing Linux desktop, actually your Makulu desktop, and it turns it back into an ISO that can then be reinstalled on a new system. And it keeps everything, all the changes you've made. If you've moved an icon, that move is recorded and it stays that way. If you've changed your wallpaper, if you've whatever you've done, if you've installed additional software, for example, if you've removed Opera but put Firefox in, if you've removed Steam and installed other programs, all of those apps are then put into that ISO. So when you reinstall it on a new computer, it's as your desktop was at the time of creation. Okay, so it's a brilliant little tool, and it's just one click. There's nothing really else much to do. I mean, if we open up the MakuluConstructor little GUI tool here, you have a couple of options here. Although you don't really have to configure anything, the default options will work pretty fine for whoever wants to use it just as is. You can simply just click the MakuluConstructor, put in your password, and it will do the rest. And it will put out an ISO, complete with installer, full support for EFI, full support for SSD, really nice installer, comes with a video guide, a really great little tool, okay? But the new build does have some really cool options for the more advanced users. You got your configuration options here, and if you click on that and you open up that, you'll see here you've got a whole bunch of configuration options that you can really tweak the ISO with. So that's really cool. And then you've got an include list and an exclude list. The include list is pretty much everything from your home directory that will be included in the ISO, and the exclude list is pretty much everything from your pretty much your Linux that will be excluded from the build. So if you have some folder or file that you want to keep private, you don't want to share it, you just add that to the exclude list, and that's pretty it. It's your include list, exclude list. You can go through the lists and just check what's on the list and what you want to add and remove, and configuration options, and then click and build. It's really that simple. Okay, there's a video guide here, a quick video guide, and of course a link to our live chat room. If you have any problems or whatever, you can always just pop into live chat, and of course a donate button should you wish to donate a few bucks to the project. So very nicely laid out GUI, and very very easy way to build your own distro, out of your whatever changes you've made. You can build on Makulu, you can build on other distros. I am busy with a standalone version of this tool, which will be out pretty soon, and this one you can install on any distro out there virtually, and construct your own ISO. So you can build for yourself, you can build to backup, you can build for friends, you can even build this to distribute it, so you can use it as a distro builder as well. It has many uses, and it's really really cool because it's a one click and everything gets done for you. That's pretty good. And just to give you a little demonstration, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, I just click on MakuluConstructor, I put in my password, and the tool does the rest. It just goes through. It's a long script, and it just does it all. As you see, it's backing up the home folder, blah blah blah. Will begin in 8 seconds. Yeah, and so this just checks user. Okay, commence backup process. Get rid of old files and folders. We'll now copy new files and folders. It's now backing up the home directory. Once that is done, it will actually start the Constructor tool itself. Anyway, so my point is, it's a really awesome tool. It's really one click, and just ignore that. Those are just files that don't exist. It supports a variety of desktops. I mean, pretty much anything out there. If it's running a Linux kernel, this will compile it. So yeah, it's an awesome little distro builder. By far the easiest around. By far the easiest around. And you know, probably the best looking too. I mean, this is pretty neat. This is really cool. So it looks cool. It works like a dream. Um, and like I said, I'm making a standalone version that will work on virtually any Linux. And here's another little fun fact. You know, when I'm done with a standalone build of this tool, it will support both Ubuntu and Debian, making it the only tool in the world to support both Debian and Ubuntu. So you can run it on a Debian system, you can run it on an Ubuntu-based system, and you can literally build a distro within, you know, I mean, just one click, and it puts out the ISO for you. So there's no coding even required or anything. I mean, you can just move around your desktop the way you like it, and put out the ISO and ship it to other people. You know, put it on a website or whatever. It's probably one of the easiest distro builders out there. Really, really, really easy. Yeah, even configures all the iv'e for you. Everything's done. You know, you don't really have to worry about any of that. So in a nutshell, MakuluLinux distro builder, or in this case constructor tool, takes your existing desktop and puts it back into ISO format and with a live installer, so that when you boot up the ISO, you can just run the live installer, reinstall it with a new username and password, or your existing username and password, and it's done. I mean, that's how easy it is to build your own distro with this tool. So automated, so automated, and very, very, very awesome. So yeah, that's it from me. Now you know what MakuluConstructor basically does. Turns your existing system into an ISO that you can use for yourself or redistribute to other people. I'm pretty sure this tool is going to spawn a whole new generation of Linux distros out there. So I'm happy about that. Anyway, that's it from me. Cheers.